in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head. Let's go.
It's week 16 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Mike Williams. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Chargers and the Dolphins. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off.
Ready, go! Right there, right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 79 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
To throw on 2nd down, Watkins. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
first and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now second and goal. Hall again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy. Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here? Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 74 yards. They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo. There's a little bit of lightning talking to the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play. And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Dolphins offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit. And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year. On first down, Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
On third down, Watkins. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, right back to Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Dolphins at 8-6 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they run the option on 2nd down. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter. He's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here. And I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop it, that's what I would call it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Here's Bass now to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get started up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Now it's Herbert. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Herbert on 3rd down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A give, Eckler running to the right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Touchdown! From 3 yards out.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away from the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Pirates, Warriors, 17. Mustang, 19. Ready.
On 3rd and 2, Watkins. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards as they have taken the lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers getting set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Herbert. Out left, he's got it to Everett. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Herbert back to the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certain things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
On the race. 55 yards. 55 yards. 19 light. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 range. 70 range. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos. Go.
Throwing on first down. Watkins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Back 60. Drop 60. Drop 60. Check pass. Check pass.
Throwing again. Watkins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw on 3rd down. Watkins. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
18 Rebels, Warriors 17.
Off play action. Watkins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, it's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Herbert now. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where you see the final score there. Stephon Diggs leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. From From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Check on the Patriots. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Zach Wilson, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats for the Chargers in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Off the play fake. Watkins. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Hall on a give up the middle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
19 tight. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I'm not playing.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. From his own end zone, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Looking to throw. Watkins. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Gets around him. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Watkins. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A handoff for Hall. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Watkins. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16.
They'll hand off here to Eckler.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Delayed gift there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 47 yards. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Check match. Hurry.
To throw on 2nd down. Watkins.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watkins.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. Here's a give to Hall. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go again with Hall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Holding offense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their fourth-quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert and the Chargers down by 10. Just over a minute 40 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert going to throw. Gets this to Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Throwing, Herbert to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Herbert to throw.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. And now it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. And all the way into the end zone. And that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go. Back.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Miami, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.